They had nowhere to go, until they found a forgotten cabin in the woods. The first snow started falling the same night they ran out of options. Not money. Not hope. Just options. By sunset, they had packed everything they still owned into the back of an old car that barely started. 2 people. 3 bags, and nowhere left to go. People always imagine losing everything happens all at once. It doesn't. It happens quietly. A missed payment. A delayed paycheck. A small emergency, then another. Until one day you realize your life no longer fits inside the plans you made. They had spent months trying, working extra shifts, skipping meals, selling things, smiling when people asked if everything was okay. Eventually the apartment was gone. Neither of them wanted to admit how scared they were. So they drove. No destination. Just movement, because stopping meant facing reality. Hours passed. The city lights disappeared. Roads became narrower. Trees taller. The heater stopped working. Snow thickened. Then the car did something neither of them expected. It died. No warning. Just silence. They sat there for a moment, looking at each other. Neither wanted to say the obvious. It was getting cold. Very cold. One of them laughed quietly. Not because anything was funny. Because sometimes people laugh when they're too tired to cry. They grabbed their bags and started walking, snow crunching beneath their shoes. No signal. No houses. Just woods. At first they walked fast. Then slower. Then silently. After nearly an hour, they saw something. A shape between trees. Small. Wooden. Old. A cabin. It looked forgotten. The windows dusty. Roof uneven. But standing. They exchanged looks. Part hope. Part caution. They knocked. Nothing. Again. Nothing. The door moved slightly, unlocked. Inside. Dust. Old furniture. Blankets. Firewood. And something unexpected. The place didn't feel abandoned. It felt, waiting. They stayed near the entrance at first. Then slowly built a fire. Heat returned to their hands. Neither spoke for a while. Because warmth can feel emotional when you haven't had enough of it. That night, they slept on opposite ends of the room. Not because they needed distance, because they respected the space. Morning arrived quietly. Sunlight through old windows. For the first time in weeks, they didn't wake up anxious. Then they noticed something. A note. Folded carefully on the shelf. Handwritten. It said, "If you found this place, stay warm first, questions later." Underneath, more notes. Dozens. People had signed names over years. Messages. Thank you. Stories. One wrote, "Lost my job, stayed 3 nights." Another, "My family stayed here during a storm." Another, "I came with nothing. Left believing again." Their eyes moved to the final note. Take only what you need. Leave something for the next person. Neither spoke. Because suddenly, this wasn't an abandoned cabin. It was a quiet act of kindness, built by someone they'd never meet. For people they'd never know, they stayed 2 days. Cleaned. Stacked wood. Fixed a loose chair. Cooked the little food they had. Before leaving, they added their own note. "Thank you. We arrived scared. We're leaving reminded that strangers can still care." As they prepared to leave, they heard a truck outside. An older man stepped out carrying supplies. He smiled. Like this happened often. He explained. Years ago his family had lost everything. Someone helped them. Later he bought the cabin. Kept it stocked. No rent. No forms. Just trust. He shrugged. People survive because someone leaves a light on. Before they left, he handed them a paper with a phone number. A friend needed workers. Another had affordable rooms. Weeks later, they found jobs. A small place. A fresh start. Months passed. Life slowly became normal again. But one winter weekend, they drove back. Car full. Blankets. Soup. Wood. New notes. They unlocked the cabin. Prepared it. And left quietly. On the table, they added one sentence. If you're reading this, keep going. Your story isn't over. Because sometimes the place that saves you isn't a destination. It's proof that kindness still exists. And stories like this remind us that kindness still matters.